Here's one of those little spots where we're coming up the gable end, and you can see there's an overhang past the exterior wall in the house. For this, I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to want to do, especially when you're not going to make a custom flashing to bend over this. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your drip edge. You're also going to take your yellow aviation snips made by Primeline. They come in my toolkit. If you guys haven't seen my toolkit, it's a previous video, go check it out. But yeah, for sure, check that out and I'll show you how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your measurement on this piece. You're going to want to go you're going to want to go flush to the very top of the roof line. Mark it down here. You're going to cut that straight across. You can see I take my time. I want to make sure it's as straight as possible. Keep your other piece. But this piece here, you're going to go ahead and install it right on your gable. And when it comes to this point right here, it's okay to be a little bit short, a little bit, but don't want to be too long, because if you're too long, it's going to push this other piece of metal out of your way. So you can go ahead and install this piece like so. And then with the other piece of metal, you're going to want to come off your exterior wall. This one has a gap here in the plywood. You do not want to tuck behind the wall, because if water gets into this flashing, it'll run behind your wall. So it's nice and tight against your wall. Mark where you want to cut it. Like I did right there, I put a little slit in it. Then we're going to go ahead and cut that straight across. Again, trying to be as accurate as possible while you're cutting it. So you can see, cut it pretty straight. This piece is going to tuck right here, like so, and that'll fill in your corner. However, you're not going to install this piece yet, and the reason you're not going to install it is because you actually want to shingle all the way up to here first. Then this is going to go over your top shingle that's going to tuck up under your wall. These nails that are here will be covered up by this piece of flashing. You can throw some grommet screws in there or some caulking, whatever you guys prefer. That's how you do that. Alright, so now you can see I'm at the very top. This piece will fit right here, but as you can see, my row didn't make it all the way to the top. So what I'm going to have to do is cut a shingle in half. And the way I'm going to do that nail out of my way. Put the shingle upside down. Tuck it up to where you want it. Make sure it looks pretty straight on this row, because you want it to be straight with the rest. You're going to look at the end of your shingle right here. You can see where the double laminate line is. That's where you're going to cut your shingle. So I got it marked there. You can slide it back the other way if you'd like. Mark the other side. And then you're going to go ahead and cut that out all the way down the full length of the shingle. And make sure when you're cutting, you're not pushing down too hard, because you will cut through those shingles and you don't want to do that. This piece can be used for a starter strip if you want. If not, just throw it away. So now take your piece of shingle, make sure tar side is down. And this one, because this was a full shingle, you have to cut it just like if you were to have a stagger, so it's not lined up to the end of this one. You're going to tuck it right there. Again, make sure it's not going over the edge. Line it up straight, like so. Then you're going to take your final piece of flashing, drip edge, rake edge, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to tuck it. You're going to tuck it right up here, like so. And now you can see I wouldn't have any exposed nails. Even if I were to nail this shingle, like so, these nails will be up under this flashing, like that. So those nails will be covered by that flashing, which this flashing is actually getting replaced. But That's the general basis of what's happening with this flashing. It'll cover up those top nails. These exposed nails have nothing to cover them. You could put caulking on them, but to finish off the outside edge, we like to put a little piece of flashing. Now it's coming down to the end of the day, but you can see right there, there's that drip edge flashing I put on the gable meeting up to the wall. That's just from a different angle. You can see how much it cleans it up. Makes it look a heck of a lot nicer. All right, so now it's the next day, and I just wanted to show you guys an example of what happens when you don't put that flashing at your gable edge that comes in. You see the nails they put in there? They're all rusted, which is a chance for water to get into your roof. Any rusty nail, water can get into it. It's a slow drip, but it will add up over time, and it can cause plywood damage, insulation damage. Could even rot out your rafters or trusses, whatever's on your roof, and yeah, cause it to collapse over time. What's that? Had something on my lip there. But yeah, that's it. That's why you guys put that little flashing on the top of the roof there. Just makes it that much better. Remember, guys, you don't have to be the best. It's all right to be average.